Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed, my babies, my brothers, my sisters. How are you doing? You must be saying to yourself, Fumi, what are you wearing? It's giving me Tom Ford. It's giving me fabulosity. Would you believe that this is, my darlings, this is Naomi times Pretty Little Thing, and I live for it. I think I've worn it twice already on the show. We are coming to fall, and this kind of sort of is my go-to jacket. You can wear it fitted, you can wear it over your shoulders. I've even worn it tucked in. It's becoming one of my favorites. It's a suit. Do we live? Do we love? I bumped into some of you at the supermarket, and you said, Fumi, I never knew you were that tall. And a lot of you said, Fumi, you don't have to lose any more weight. You don't have to lose any more weight. You're good the way you are. Thank you very, very much. I am trying not to lose, somebody's calling me. I'm trying not to lose any weight, but my life is very, very hectic. And so I'm eating. I'm trying to eat calories because I really am running around. Adrian has just started school, and so they have it staggered. So he goes in the morning from 8 till 12 first week, then 8 till 2, I think, second week, and then 8 till 3 third week. So I still go and pick him up. I have a full-time nanny now, but she's just new, so I'm running around with that. I'm filming, and I went like this to the first day of London Fashion Week. And again, you were like, Fumi, you're so tall. Fumi, you're so tall. I'm 5'9", you know, with heels, it can look taller. So that's what we're working with. I guess I should get up and show you the whole shebang. And this was it. I really love it. It's so well done. And might I say that I think Naomi did these clothes for very tall girls. I'm going to say it because it's the first time I don't have to correct the leg length of the pants. The leg length of the pants are fantastic. The arm length for the jackets, fantastic. And even in the torso, fantastic. I am living and loving. Of all the things that she did for Pretty Little Thing, this suit gives me life. All right, on to the next. Oh, you must be asking, Zara Ambassador. So this, my darling, is a beautiful long necklace. Look at how gorgeous this is, and it's very luxe. It's very well done. It's like a plait, like a gold drop plait. And when you just see it with the plush velvetness of this suit, it's copacetic. Copacetic chef's kiss. All right, we are back for round 2. It seems to be kind of round 2 this week for a lot of episodes that I've covered. Mena apologizes for calling spice a slur. I don't care to repeat it because it triggers me. Yes, it does. But let's get back to the tea. She had a public apology that she posted onto her Instagram, where she has 7 million followers, and she says this: I deeply regret my insensitive comment, and I want to humbly apologize to anybody I hurt or offended by my thoughtlessness. My choice of words was wrong, and I take full responsibility for what I said. I am committed to listening to the voices of those I affected and will work towards making amends. As a woman of color and the mother of 2 black children, I want to make it clear that the use of that word was not in any way racially driven. That said, I do understand the gravity of what I said and want to use my platform to promote inclusivity and equality. Sincerely, Mena. Erica, you have used words in the past, and you have said some very vile things. You have. And you've gotten away with it because I think subconsciously you tiptoe from one side to another side, and you only do that when it benefits you. You see, you can say woman of color without saying black. I'm a woman of color, but I'm not black. So that gives me the license, so you think, to say things when things are good, and to remove yourself from situations when they're not so good. You tiptoe. You don't pick a side. You try to play on both sides. The word monkey to a black person is offensive. Do you remember, guys, there was an issue, I think it was in Sweden or Germany, where there was a little boy and he was being dressed for H&M commercial, something like that. And all the children got different t-shirts with different animals on it. And his t-shirt had a monkey on it. And the whole world went in uproar because it's a trigger. Knowing the history, you know what that is. I have seen where football players have wept. Black football players have wept because people in the audience threw bananas. This is something that everybody that is black knows. I say that because you tiptoe. It doesn't affect you, things that are said about black people, because you deep down, rooted, don't consider you're black. You don't even look at your children that are black as black. Because it refers to everybody. So you were deaf. You were deaf to it. You were. And here's the thing, Erica. Apologize and leave it at that. Don't try to make an excuse of what you've done or try to explain. It's not necessary. Here's the thing. You could have opened up and said, hello everybody. Something terrible happened on the show of Love and Hip Hop, of which you were a cast member. Was a cast member, because you've not been invited back, aka you're fired. I don't know whether you're going to be fired for 1, 2, 3 seasons until we forget, and then you'll be reintroduced, because this is how these shows go. But you would have said, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't even have written. I would have come on live and I would have said, I was so hurt by what Spice said, I wanted to hurt her back. In the process of doing that, I belittled myself and I said something I should never have gone to. I'm sorry. Forget Spice. I'm sorry to you because of everything. I didn't want to hurt you because you have supported me. You have loved upon me. You have been there for me. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have minded 1 or 2 crocodile tears to boot. Just put in your eye contact solution in the wrong eye. Let it water. And then cut to and say, I'm sorry. Then we would have said, okay, all right, we're watching you. But you have a reputation. I saw it in the comments. Fumi Nation, they keep me abreast, up front, up to date. They said, Fumi, hold on, wait a minute. Erica been doing this for a minute. You're so angry, Erica. You're so angry at the whole world. The whole world has done you wrong. You never ever should have been in this situation. Everybody does this to you. But Erica, I've seen you, especially when you were dating Little Bow Wow, when you thought that you were the biggest thing, best thing since pockets on jeans. You refused to even come to the reunion. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comment section. You had a private interview with Mena because you just felt, no, you know what, I'm too fabulous, I'm too this. And you said 1 or 2 things, I remember, about another girl, and I think she was going to have a child or something. That's awful. That is awful. So I feel that you're only apologizing because it's affecting your coin and you're a single mom of 3. Now, let me stop right there. ICE had no right. Talk about your child, talk about your parenting about your child, talk about your child's hair color, talk about your child's eyes, talk about your child's whatever. You had no right, Spice. I don't care. I saw it in the comments. Well, for me, really, what did Spice say? You know Spice was going below the belt. You know it wasn't a compliment. You know that she was trying to rile her up. And she did. Don't talk about anybody's children at all. Other than that they're cute, they're well behaved, I love them, end of. Don't talk about people's children. I know what it is. You see, I'm 54, so I have better control. Do I love my son more than life itself? But am I going to act crazy because you want to be stupid? I'll walk away. You're not worth it to me. You're not worth it to me to lose the job, the only job I got. And this is the only way I'm feeding my kids because of you. You see, sometimes you have to step back, way back, and look at the entire picture. Do you know that when Spice says something like that, and you just look at her and you say, wow, it now becomes all about Spice. How low life Spice can be. Her trying to dress you down now backfires on Spice, and it shows Spice's character. That is what, Erica, you did not allow, because you always want to justify. And I want to stop right there, because I was once like that. It takes time, it takes getting older, it takes you just looking at things in a different perspective. I felt that every fight I was invited to, I had to win. 99% I did. But the ones I didn't, I left with a bloody nose and a broken heart. Because I thought, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to fight them, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that. You are never prepared for what the other person is going to use as ammunition. And so I say to myself, you know what, Fumi, don't go down that rabbit hole. It's not worth it. And I don't need to hear what I cannot handle. Because all of us really want to preserve our mental health to a degree. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole. And that was where you were wrong, Erica. Because you kept on bringing up Spice won't apologize to you. But you're not apologizing to Spice. You're apologizing to us. I remember when you were on the Kardashian show. What was it now? I think it was Chloe and Courtney. I think you were in Miami. And you were at their store. And you were running late. Or you were constantly late. And you broke down and said, I have a kid. And that was your son. As a mother of a son today, you can't understand the behind the scenes, the hecticness I go through behind the scenes just to be sitting down here looking sharp because I need to film this. It's a lot. And I know that I'm very privileged and I'm heavily supported, and you did not have that support. And I know that your older son, you're trying to make it up to him till this very day. And you don't give yourself a break. You don't love upon yourself enough. Because if you did, and you are really reassured, you wouldn't do this. You wouldn't react the way that you react. You see, when you are healed on the inside, nobody can touch you on the outside. When you know who you are on the inside, nobody can touch you on the outside. Leave the battle scars there because it shows what you've survived. But you don't have to prove anything to anybody. And you just stay calm and you go about your business. I have learned that, and it is a very powerful stance because you're in control. You see, you're not in control and then you behave exactly what you called Spice. And so when you come and say, well, I got black kids and I'm a woman of color, it's not enough. It's not enough for us, because we know under no circumstances we would ever use that word point blank period. And you're only apologizing because it's hitting your coin. You have to be really sorry. We know when you're really sorry. And you're only apologizing for the first time because you've been kind of sort of getting away with it. Mona, I will stand by it 10 toes deep. You guys knew. You wanted it for the show. It backfired. You decided that you were going to fire her. You know Erica is weak. Erica doesn't have a strong bone in her body. She's full of fish bones. She's very soft, bending left and right. You used her for your show. That's not nice. Not nice. Spice, love you. Love you, love you, love you, love you. You're a strong woman. I live for you. But don't talk about her kids. And do not come up here talking about, I was talking about her parenting. It's none of your business. And you don't know anything about her parenting. And don't take full advantage because she's so traumatized by this, her marriage. She doesn't even know which way she's going. And you know that your relationship with her ex triggers her. And you're capitalizing on that. And don't think you're right. You're not right. You were wrong. You had no right to do that. You had no right to bring up a child in any way, shape, or form. None. I don't care what you say in the comment section. You have no right to talk about anybody's child unless it's complimentary. You have no right. Erica, Lilo, don't say anything anymore because evidently your PR people still don't know how to connect with human behavior, with human feelings. It has to be human. It has to touch you. If it doesn't touch you, it doesn't touch us. That's how I ride. Do I think Fumi Nation will like this? Do I think Fumi Nation will like this brand? Do I think Fumi Nation will like this style? I have to like it first. Then I say, you know what? I know I love it. Fumi Nation will love it. That's all that I'm saying, Erica. You know, Safari did you wrong. At the same time, and he went over to Spice and was friends. Well, you know, they're both Jamaicans. Jamaica is fabulous. I've been there. I live for that country. And it is what it is. But it did not mean that Spice was your enemy. It didn't. It did not mean that Spice was your enemy. You invited Spice to come and perform at your house, remember? Just to make Safari happy. Because you had something. It was an intent. Because you were 5-6 months pregnant. And he had told you, I don't want another child. Let's wait. Let's catch a breath. And you were expecting yet another. I am not saying it's your fault. But I know that you did the spread eagle. Did you have any contraceptive? We know what we can do. We know we are women. We know what we can do. But you wanted the baby, and every child is a blessing. But it cost you your marriage. And now you want everybody that's friends with Safari that you know not to talk to Safari. That's not life. That's not life. Spice isn't your enemy. You made an enemy out of Spice. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my darlings, and I will see you sooner than later. For those of you asking me what size am I wearing, I'm wearing a 10, okay? And I am 5'9". And I am 54. What else do you want to know? That's about it, okay? All of my love, my darlings. I'll see you what? I'll see you very soon. Ciao.